Are we ready?
You know, I was listening to, a friend of mine's like, but you guys can never come up with an intro. It's like always different. I'm like, that's what makes us our podcast.
That's what makes you special.
Yeah. Say goodbye to the fakeness and delusions and welcome to modern reality. I would love to have an intro like that, but unfortunately we don't.
In 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I thought that was part of the intro. Welcome. That was so good.
It's probably, I'm sure he'll put it in
Yeah,
there.
but you got to use that because welcome to another episode of On the Couch. We're trying to maybe come up with a new intro, but nah. I'm Johnny Supa, and I'm here with Danny Cardozo,
and we have a guest.
Yeah. We have... What's your name, bro?
Ahmet.
You had to think about that?
So I was at a different brokerage and I was doing a private mortgage. And I got very frustrated during the process because I'm like, I don't know what is going on. Like, I've had my license for almost a year and a half now. I've been doing deals, and the whole time I just am completely left out of the loop by my principal broker, by the administration staff at our office. And then I'm like, okay, this is like, enough's enough. Like, there has to be a better brokerage where I can grow. Then I went on, I think it was Indeed. I was just looking at mortgage agent positions at different brokerages. But then when I read the description, I'm like, okay, I need to go to these guys. And then I called Johnny.
That's me, by the way.
I believe once I sent in my application, Johnny gave me a call maybe within a few hours. And yeah. Then we actually met the following day right after that. Yes. I think it was at like 9 a.m. in the morning before a team meeting or something like that. No, sorry. You called me, and the same day we met, a few hours later, it was at around like 3, 4 p.m.
I'm only interested in the committed. Or we are only interested in the committed. And this guy showed commitment right away. And he showed up same day. And
that was only because you were available.
Yes. But there's certain rules that Danny and I are extremely strict on. And it's number one is if we have a conversation and you follow up with us after the conversation, it's like a win-win. Like, that is like sales 101. So the fact that he followed up after our first initial conversation and then showing up
with
on time.
Reciprocity also. I brought you guys some coffee.
Yeah. And one of the things that really drew me to Ahmet was his shoes.
So what are you wearing?
What do you? Yeah, I got to. And I don't mean pick on them. I'm a big fan of dress shoes.
These are loafers, right? You can call them loafers?
They're loafers, yes.
Loafers from Steve Madden.
Am I?
Yeah, you're wearing Burberry.
Usually. You're wearing Burberry. Easy.
I do feel like it might give you some sort of confidence for sure.
A booster.
A booster.
Yeah,
There's no
definitely.
question about it.
But you can
100%.
look. But I honestly, just quickly, because I want to get back to Ahmet, but just like cars, right? Like, does it really matter if you're driving a nice Genesis or you're driving a Mercedes? As long as your car's clean, I think you'll feel good. If you're not like driving a beat up car that's beat up, it's
Okay. But it attracts more eyes, the Mercedes.
yes.
And when
love
you
it.
have more eyes being attracted to you,
There we go.
right?
Yeah.
When you got more eyes being attracted to you, it brings up your confidence.
It does. But
So
it
does, going back to what Stefano was saying, does certain brands or wearing higher end brands bring up confidence? I think it does. I think the whole cycle of it brings up your confidence.
It's also like Yournesta. Yournesta now has a very successful team. So when people come here, does it mean that they're getting something better that they would get from someone else? So the question now is, since this is actually perfect, we have a guest that's part of the team.
Yep.
Growing a team that's well-versed in many facets, do you feel that that's your strength to its core?
Yeah, 100%.
We've been working on this for quite some time.
2 years.
And like, we spend a lot of time building the team, building a journey that's going to get the agent from point A to rockstar, whether you're new at the business or like Ahmet coming from another brokerage that was looking for something better from their, principal brokers or their actual brokerage themselves. Yeah.
Danny made a comment like, we've been doing this for the last couple of years. Yes. But it hasn't really truly been. It's been 20 plus years. We've taken both of our experiences that we've learned in our past experiences and brought them to Yournesta Financial. And we created what we've done. Like, we've created the blueprint. We've created our journey. We've created, well, not that we created Ahmet. We've helped Ahmet, break through on his limited beliefs and has he hit his full potential yet? I don't think so.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't hit his full potential yet, but he's striving. He's taking big leaps. He's getting big gains.
So
he's seeing bigger results.
So let's bring this back. And Ahmet, when you were with a different brokerage prior to coming here,
you said there was no attention. They kept you in the dark.
How many deals did you close?
So I'd like to first touch on one thing. You are literally a dime for dozen in the brokerage. So you're not cared for, nor are you valued. You're just like a fly that's going on in there. Unless you're doing true volume, they actually respect you. To answer your question.
So as I guess as a new agent that you were with a different brokerage, you can say that it's very difficult to become someone in this field, in this mortgage field.
100%. When I was actually with two other brokerages prior to Yournesta, and I was probably doing, I don't know, maybe like one deal every 3 months because I didn't know how to go out and get deals.
Is that good or bad? One every 3 months? Is that good or bad?
It's terrible. It's absolutely not terrible. Like, if it's your first year, you're doing one every 3 months. I mean, you're doing 4 or 5 deals a year. Are you going to survive? No.
But you might have in the first year put some money away to prepare to, this is because commission world is hard at the beginning. It's your work hard now to make it easy later. So, I mean, it is hard right at the beginning. And where's it going with that?
I have no idea, but I'm loving what you're saying. No, keep going.
No, but
keep going.
You got to come into a commission world and be prepared that it's going to be difficult. You're not going to be able to close 20, 30 deals unless you have proper guidance and help that's going to get you there.
Do you guys bring realistic expectations? Or do you always see that realistic expectation bar and say, let's go a little more?
Oof. This is a tough question because everybody's, man, we're so inundated with a bunch of professionals. Everybody's a guru out there right now.
No, and I'll explain why. So to give a little context, prior to actually coming to Yournesta, I had my mortgage license, but I wasn't doing anything with it. And I was basically just going to say, no, this isn't for me. And I was going to pursue my program in construction engineering. But then I had a quick reality check. And I have to definitely give a big shout out to my uncle, who kind of made me come to the realization that I don't need to be going to school full time to become successful.
So when you ask, are we realistic in what we ask of our agents? I think we are very realistic. We don't push. And Danny's been the forefront saying, Johnny, don't, because I am the coach, and I do a lot of the talking. I do a lot of our calls, but my mentor, the guy I talk to all the time, is Danny. And Danny says, Johnny, don't go crazy. Don't make things unrealistic. Right? And I'm like, okay, great, thank you. Because Danny is very fucking level-headed.
So would you say that you're realistically unrealistic?
Yes. because this is what I want to ask. What's an exceptional time of work? What's exceptional? And I'm going to ask you guys this, and I'm going to ask you this question. When taking a cold shower, what's exceptional? 30 seconds? 1 minute?
I'm in for 5.
Okay. But were you, okay, so hold on a second. So this is what separates us as a this is what separates us as a brokerage. You ready? When you jump in a cold shower for the first time, is 5 minutes doable?
No.
Okay. Is 30 seconds doable?
Yes.
So it's the exception. What is exceptional for the time of work? So exceptional is the longer you do it, the harder you work at it, the more time is expected of you.
When I come here to the office, it's going to sound very stupid, but I go to the kitchen sometimes, and if there's dishes, I clean the dishes. And what does that mean? Feels like it's home. So what I'm saying by that is it feels like a family culture here. It doesn't feel like it's, sugar-coated relationships, or it's like, yeah, like, I only like you because you're closing this amount of deals. But it's like, no, I like this because you were here once, and now I see you up here, and I want to see you up here. So it's like that progressive success is what you guys are truly looking for in your agents, and that's what I love. Because that's what my parents would also want too, or my family.
One of the things Danny and I are really good at is empathy. We're compassionate, even though I got my ass handed to me by being too compassionate last week.
That's for another podcast, I guess.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Yeah. Like, he'd be a great guest on this. Hey?
Yeah, maybe one day we'll invite him.
Yeah, one day we'll invite that person.
We'll definitely have a laugh with his. Anyways, that's another podcast.
Ain't no saying but a chicken wang.
But you need to throw punches and get punches before you can understand those punches.
Yeah, so, this weekend was a very, very eye-opener for me. When I'm down and out, like I was this weekend, when I locked myself downstairs, I had a fever, I've got 2 young kids, I got a wife, so I kind of separated myself from them. And I kind of reflected on being a leader. And I had to ask myself, like, why do these people like Danny and I so much? Like, why do they show up every day? And then I thought about the compassionate and being too compassionate. I was like, hold on a second, man. We're humans here. And I think that's why our agents love us, is because we are human. And we treat them like humans. But I don't want to say we push, but we've set accountability. Mm-hmm. Like, it would be wrong of us if we did not take stand on the accountability of what is expected of our agents. And like I've said before, the devil is in disguise. If I just pat you on the back and say, it's okay, but don't worry, good luck next time. It's okay, you only did this. And you didn't do all the tasks. That's all right. It's better luck. You're enabling.
It's like being a parent, mm-hmm. right? With your kids.
Yeah.
Truly. If you let your kids do whatever you want, are you doing them? What's the word? Give me that word. Are you doing them
justice?
Justice, I guess. Because they're going to grow up doing whatever they want. Or you're going to, teach them the ropes of making sure they tie their shoe a certain way so that they look a certain way when they leave the house.
Yeah, but Ahmet asks me all the time. He's like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, try it. Like, go give it a shot. If it works, it does. And there's times where we switch up our approach, right? Ahmet switches up his approach all the time, just trying to see if things work. And it's like, oh, it worked this time, but it didn't work this time. Like, what does that tell you? Even
to touch on the journey as well, once again, it's like so I did it fully about a year ago. And as business sort of started to slow down, I'm like, wait, hold on. Let me go back to the beginning and follow step by step. But then I noticed that I didn't have the same results as the first time. So now it's leaving me to wonder, okay, maybe should I switch a couple things up, or should I just keep going because it's just a numbers game? Maybe I have to do 80 presentations now rather than having to do 20 or whatever the numbers may be.
This is definitely a different market, and I truly feel that you got to do more work.
Quality over quantity, right?
Yeah.
Still has to be quality over quantity.
And does that bring us to that white bottle over
Why?
there?
Why did you ruin my thunder, man? I was just gonna say quality over quantity, but we gotta
exactly
talk
where
tequilas.
Stefano was
Hold
going
on.
with this.
Ahmet, to bigger, better, brighter.
Tequila.
He doesn't.
Do you drink tequila?
No, he does not drink.
Okay, so to bigger, better, brighter.
Futures, like,
Kirkland spring water.
Not a sponsor.
listen, if to everybody that's out there that is fighting the same fight that we're fighting, whether it's with us or it's with your brokerage or it's whatever industry you're in, fight. Just keep fighting, and remember that what is exceptional for the amount of time of work. And the more comfortable the more time you spend doing the uncomfortable things will expand the exceptional time of work you're doing. Just keep doing it.
Would you say this is a really good time to put the Rocky Balboa speech?
It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, how many times you get up. Yes. Everybody knows that stuff. Everybody's singing it. You can scroll Instagram right now, and everybody's a fucking influencer. Everybody has the right answers. Everybody is the guru in their business. Go validate who you're getting your information from. Go see what they've built and get the information from them. On a different note, I'm just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just put your head down and soar. So to Ahmet, to our agents, to everybody else, to our team, let's keep soaring. This is our year. We're 17 days in to our 70-day challenge. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
And I think that I would be remiss if I say this could very well be the most decorative and beautiful tequila bottle that we've ever had on this show. So let's grab it, Johnny. If you can't reach it, I'll reach it for you. Now, please tell everyone what this gorgeous bottle is all about. Show the camera.
It looks like Cinco de Mayo.
The day of the muerta. What's it called?
It is actually put together for one of the biggest Mexican traditions, which is the Day of the Dead. So
I thought you were going to say for one of the biggest cartels.
How do you say that again?
That's
Day of the
tradition.
Dead. How do you say it in Spanish again?
The Day of the Dead.
The Day of Muerta or something. Anyway, the Day of the Dead. Yes, and that's very nice. Now it's a Mexican, obviously, right?
Oh, this smells delicious.
Dan, is this a Mexican brand?
this is a Mexican brand.
Okay, and is it another reposado?
This is
a reposado.
a reposado, yeah.
So, my experience with this bottle is a really. This is I can't pronounce it. I'm terrible at this. Why I always have to hold the bottle. La Cafradia. Am I saying that right?
No, that's not it.
No, this is
Catri.
well, it's Ed Katrina.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Ed Katrina, and
Which is like
Oh, I apologize. I'm terrible at this. I'm gonna listen. If we were getting comments on YouTube, I'm gonna get beat up for this one.
you're gonna have some Mexican cartel show up here, like.
Yeah, listen.
But this is a reposado, $94 at the LCBO.
Yeah. So this, okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, okay? And this is a good question because this happened to me the first time, not the second time. So one time I was invited to somebody's house for a New Year's party, and I brought this tequila. Okay, I bought this bottle of tequila to the guy's house for New Year's. The guy grabbed it and put it in his liquor cabinet. If Johnny Soup was coming,
Johnny
to your house,
still holds a gun to your head.
like 6 years ago.
it was
He still hasn't let this thing go.
no. Well, come on. If I come to your house with a bottle of wine, it's not for you to put in your liquor cabinet. It's for you to open.
Well, this is a positive spirit.
That's mine.
You know what I mean?
So I brought this to a Super Bowl party the year later, and the person who hosted the Super Bowl party opened it. I have a really good story about this bottle. It is absolutely worth every penny. This bottle.
We might see our first 10. Okay, keep going.
No.
Why? Why? The bottle's beautiful. You love the taste. You love the smell. You love the price.
Is this bottle? I am. So I can't find it anywhere. I've only found it a few times at the one beside my house. It's really good.
Can you read the back of the bottle?
So it says, "Dear Motal." Why are you guys making me read?
Johnny's always the reader of the bottles.
Had this invitation to try this fine tequila. She's a tasty lady by the name of La Katrina, dressed in fine rags. She'll bring to you to your knees. Many have tried to trick Katrina, but those who have wind up drowned. This is getting terrible. This bottle holds. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Forget it. It's still too early in the morning.
So it
has a message on the back.
Give me your numbers, because now everyone's. I think there might be a 10.
No. The 10 bottle sitting. Didn't I give 10 to a bottle already?
No. 9.5
No,
is the
nobody's
highest
ever
done.
got. No one's ever got a 10 on this show.
This won't. But this is definitely a 9 out of 10 for me.
Cool.
I love the design of the bottle. I think it's very unique. It definitely stands out if it's on your shelf in your bar.
Yep.
It tastes great. It is nice
Smooth.
and creamy. Yeah, it's smooth, and that's mine. I think I give this a 9 out of 10. If you haven't tried this, please go find it. It's really, really good. This is really good.
Danny,
I'm an 8.5.
have you tried it?
Yes.
And
I enjoy it. It's nice.
Would you say
Smooth.
that this, for $94,
It's a perfect
it
price
does
point.
justice for it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
And you're an 8.5?
Yeah.
That's pretty high. Can I know why you're not giving it higher than that, though?
Because
Is there something that you don't like about it? Is the aftertaste not great?
It's, I don't know.
Because so is there an aftertaste to this? Does it burn when it goes down?
no,
Smooth.
it's smooth. It's really good. You want to try it?
I will after. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't know why I can't give it a 10.
It's hard to give 10s.
Yeah.
But
Nine-
like,
nine out of 10.
You know what's also
you know,
hard?
we've had bottles here that have sat in barrels for like 3 to 5 years or more, or whatever the case is. Like,
Ahmet, what do you think about this bottle?
Ahmet
if
doesn't
you had to
drink, but looking at
mark
the
it.
appearance, can you give us what you think?
Here's how this show
Out of
works.
10.
So out of 10, because we're not going to go by taste, you're going to go by. Can you smell it at least? So smell it, look at it, judge it, and the price. Put the price in your mind. What are you giving it? I mean, the smell really won't work. He doesn't like alcohol. So. The bottle, you got to say it's beautiful.
It's an interesting bottle. I would give the art an 8, and the smell, I don't even think it's worth it. But
So you're an 8.
sure,
Sure.
just
Why
for
not?
the
I swear
the
one
aesthetic.
day a Mexican cartel
Never.
individual is going
Listen.
to come through our door
Never.
and be like,
Day of the Muerte.
he's
right
going to be
there.
holding the bottle. You guys need to do this bottle again.
Yeah.
In a Spanish voice, because I don't have a Spanish voice, but
Listen,
Johnny?
well, let's Ahmet. Where can they find you, my friend? If people want to find Ahmet and they. Oh, also, this is definitely a plug. Ahmet has new episodes coming out on his Instagram. Ahmet, what's your Instagram?
Mortgages by Ahmet.
Please check him out. Support him. Like it. Comment. Share it. It's a different approach to what's happening in the market today. You can find us on the couch, on Spotify, on YouTube. On Instagram, you can find us at Yournesta Financial. And you can find Danny.
Mortgages by Danny C.
Until next time, drink tequila.
See ya.
Drink tequila.
I can transform ya. I can transform ya. I can transform ya. I can transform ya.